Well, good morning everybody. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025, and I hope everybody had a lovely time over Christmas and the New Year break with family and friends. Come back feeling refreshed. I hope you had a blessed Christmas. We all know the reason for the season. You can't forget that. Teen will be away for a couple of weeks. She's down with family. We know we've got a big year ahead of us, so we're back on board down at the deck here every Saturday at 10 a.m. Come on down. We've got a big 2025 coming, guys, I think. So we're going to all need that community around us and support. So we're still here. Come on down. There's a lot that doesn't go on camera that you need to do when we're down here. Please go to your local news agents, service stations, corner stores. I've put out the light newspaper for the uncensored truth for friends, family, people that you can pass on to also try to wake them up to what's going on in the world at the moment. So get your copy. Issue 15's out at the moment, so go and get that. We do have copies down here at Blue Water Quay every Saturday as well. Also, if you do come down, we do have a lot of berry gubba product that we now stock down here. Our lovely members, we've got the berry gubba best. We've got tinctures and moringa and all sorts of soursop, all sorts of things that you can come down and have a look at. Lots of products. We've got local honey. So lots of product here also. So it's not just information that you're getting down here. You're getting product made with love. You know it will have no chemical, nothing untoward in it. So this is where you come and get that. I just wanted to welcome everybody back. I think we have a very big year ahead of us, and can't wait to see you all down here. I'll just hand over to Rhonda.
And a very big welcome from me too, guys. I actually missed you all. The ones that we had a lot of activities with prior to Christmas and in the New Year, and then last week going up to Cairns for their Yiddijian National Day. It was just an amazing time with the break we've had, but so good to see you all again. Just something that I read. I'm a bit of an inspirational person myself, trying to encourage people with the positive all the time. That's just me. Always been like that, even as a child. And I just saw this in a little book I have here, and it's got the real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. That's what we have to encourage people to do. See things with different eyes, with new eyes. Look at it from a different angle. It is so important because people are in just a stage where they don't think. They can't come out and have a look around them and say, hey, this is not right. Something's wrong here, What can I do to find out more about it? Or what can I do to change it? Or what can I do to fix it? So just think about that when you're in your everyday life, and when you're trying to impart information to your friends and family, get them in on that sort of an angle, to ask them to have a look at what they're looking at from a different perspective, because it is so important that we see the real thing behind the facades that they're putting up. And just on that note, we see. Well, I'm going to talk today about the fires in California. Very, very much like the fires in Maui last year. Same principle, where insurance companies actually cancelled fire insurance on a lot of these properties a couple of months ago. Now we see why. The mayor of that area has given away lots of her firefighting equipment and funding that she had for her fire department, gave it away to other sources, Ukraine, I believe, and other places, on the building up to this so-called fire that's come out of the blue. But, you've got to think with new eyes, have a look at how it was. The green trees are still standing. as they were in Maui. People can't believe that there was no water in the fire hydrants. They asked the question of Governor Newsom, and he wouldn't answer it. He wouldn't, not that he couldn't answer it, because he knows the answer, he wouldn't answer it. The mayor of that area too, she wouldn't answer any questions from the reporters and the people asking questions, just people on the ground, everyday people who've lost everything. So, and actually the topic of conversation of smart cities, this area was planned for it to be a smart city. And this is how they do it. They cause these crises and people can't rebuild. They don't have the money, they don't have the desire, they're just flattened. And not only that, their government doesn't want them to do it. So they're going to put every block they can in front of trying to rebuild. We've seen it in Australia too. In New Zealand, where that earthquake was last couple of years ago, 10,000 people lost their homes and they just won't let them rebuild there. You know, it's all over. It's happening all over the world. It just amazes. It probably happens in Australia. We wouldn't know. We're not told anything. The mainstream media are on the same track again of reporting this as it was an out-of-control fire started from a home. What about your smart meters in your home? I've even read an article where they think that the smart meters is where the fires are caused. We wouldn't know the technology they've got. I refused a smart meter in my home. Now I've got to pay $43 every 3 months, apparently, for them to come and read my meter. I don't care. I told them I can take a video of the meter and send a photo of the meter and send it to them. It won't cost them a thing. So we'll see. That's coming up in the very near future, my next bill. But, you know, this is what they've done. They've trapped people into thinking they're good. They're doing it for the good. But they are not doing it for the good. They're doing it for the control and their agenda of depopulating the world, poisoning people, making you sick, killing you with their medications and their pharmaceutical poisons. So, you know, we really have to look at this and be serious about what we're looking for. Be serious about what we're seeing. Don't try and make excuses. You know, because when I read the comments on these posts that I'm reading, the comments are quite good actually. A lot more people are saying, questioning things and saying, no, you're not going to catch me again. You caught me with your COVID vaccinations. You're not going to catch me again. And these are the sort of things that I'm reading in the comments. And if you do it yourself, you'll see what I mean. Across the board, not just on fires in Los Angeles or California, not just because of earthquakes somewhere else, not just because there's been a lot of accidents somewhere. You don't know what's causing it, you know. But you know, we know what's causing it. It's people with their health issues. You know, they're at the wheel and have a heart attack. Next thing, there's accidents happening all over the place. We had a bit of a spell with the fire engines and the ambulances around our way over for a few weeks, but no, they're back full force at the moment. 24 hours a day, doesn't matter. 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, fires and ambulance, police. You know, and you never hear anything about it on our local news. Our local news is more involved in telling us about fires in another country. You know, it just amazes me that the people even watch the news. I only saw that because it was on Russell was wanting to look to see what was being said on the local news recently. But, like I say, look at it from a different perspective and tell our people. We know another situation that we have here at the moment is Premier David Crisafulli's. They're going to push the fluoride into our water supply again. Now, we haven't had that since, 2016, I think. They took it out of our... Well, they didn't put it in our fluoride water supply. But now, David Crisafulli, the fantastic new big-time Premier of our state, is going to put that decision back onto our local councils. They're not medical people. They're not scientists. They're World Economic Forum-based, CEO-controlled entities. And they're not even lawful entities. But that's who's going to be given the decision whether we have fluoride put in our water supply or not. We need to get up, stand up, have your say, tell people. If our children have anything wrong with their dental issues at this stage in their lives, in these times, have a look at what they've been eating for the last 5 or 6 decades. The sugar content of their foods, the colouring, the chemicals, the preservatives. That's what's been forced on them. That's probably what's got more to do with their teeth problems than anything else. So we've got to stand up and protect ourselves and our children. If they have problems with their teeth, have a look at their diet. Don't go putting poison water in the whole supply of a community. So that's one more thing that we have to fight now. And, they seem to enjoy keeping us on our toes. We don't care. Yeah, also, and don't listen to the mainstream media. They're always on the case because they're told to do that. They've been ordered to do that. They have no say. They're ordered to do it and they have to do it. The reports they have. I saw on Sunrise today that a fellow from Melbourne saying that, we need to have fluoride in our water supplies. Who the hell is he? He's a reporter. And we've got to start looking at the science. They wouldn't let our doctors look at the science when it came to the COVID, did they? They silenced them all and threatened them with not going along with their lies. So, here now we've got to listen to the science about fluoride. Well, what science? There is no science. It was debated way back and it hasn't changed. It's just people are dumbed down enough to think, well, the government's not going to harm us. They need to see it with new eyes. They need to see it from a new perspective. And now Bill Gates had a visit to Australia and, saw the Prime Minister, Albanese. And now they're going to start these genetically modified or genetically grown mosquitoes are going to be released in Queensland. That's the last thing we want. Or is it? Oh, maybe that's a good idea, hey? Have genetically modified mosquitoes introduced into Queensland. They did a good job with the cane toads, didn't they? Hey, and the minor birds and, the dung beetles, wherever they were. Now they're going to introduce mosquitoes to try and fight dengue fever. No, we do not want that. Jared Rennick, I think you all are aware he has started a new political party. I'm not sure what that's going to look like. It's only new. But he has written, and I've got the information here if anybody wants it, he has written a letter to the Gene Technology Director in Queensland. No, we do not want these mosquitoes released in Queensland. That's another thing that they're doing to us for their agenda on depopulating the world. Basically, that's all I really had to say today, as if it wasn't enough, but all doom and gloom. No, it's not. We went to Cairns this week and we had a fabulous time. There was Yidinji Sovereign Nation up in Cairns there, celebrated their National Day, and we went along to join them. It was fantastic. We took some of our products, our Viragubba products up there and had a really good display of what we can offer. They were really excited they just love us up there, and we love being up there. So thank you. Have a lovely week, and I'll just call on Kim to come forward. Thank you.